In a world where energy defines power, one groundbreaking development is setting Africa on a new path of economic independence and industrial transformation. A powerful Energy Consortium has just secured a staggering $50 billion to build what will become Africa's second largest oil refinery, a project that could change the fate of the continent's energy future forever. For decades, Africa, despite being rich in crude oil, has remained a net importer of refined petroleum products. From Lagos to Luanda, billions are spent annually importing petrol, diesel, and kerosene that could easily be refined on African soil. But now, that narrative may be about to change. A new dawn for African energy. According to a recent report by Business Insider Africa, an international energy consortium has finalized plans to construct a $50 billion refinery with a daily processing capacity that will make it the second largest refinery in Africa, right after the Dangote Refinery in Nigeria. The proposed refinery will be a 500,000 barrels per day facility, a massive industrial venture capable of reshaping Africa's energy landscape forever. When completed, it will not only reduce the continent's dependence on imported refined fuel, but also position Africa as a net exporter of petroleum products. Industry experts say this project is more than just a refinery. It's a symbol of Africa's potential to reclaim control over its natural resources. The power players behind the project. The Backbone Energy Consortium, which recently made headlines for its involvement in major energy investments across West Africa, is leading the initiative. The consortium brings together several international financiers, African investors, and energy experts, all united by a shared vision to build a self-sustaining oil economy within the continent. Backbone's chief executive officer was quoted saying, "Africa can no longer afford to be an exporter of raw resources and an importer of finished goods. This refinery will be a statement of industrial empowerment." With such an ambitious goal, the refinery is expected to rival Nigeria's Dangote Refinery, which has a processing capacity of 650,000 barrels per day, both in scale and impact. Strategic location and economic impact. The refinery will be strategically located in Ondo State, Nigeria, a region chosen for its proximity to oil-producing areas and deep-water ports. This location allows for efficient logistics and easier access to both local and international markets. Economists estimate that once operational, the refinery could contribute over $15 billion annually to Nigeria's GDP, while creating tens of thousands of jobs across engineering, logistics, refining, and downstream marketing sectors. Furthermore, it will attract foreign exchange earnings from exports to other African countries and global markets. This could serve as a major stabilizer for the naira, which has faced consistent depreciation due to high import bills and low export diversification. Energy independence for Africa. The refinery's construction marks a significant milestone in Africa's pursuit of energy self-reliance. Presently, most African countries export crude oil, but spend heavily importing refined fuel, a paradox that drains national economies and increases vulnerability to global price shocks. If successful, this new refinery could drastically reduce Africa's fuel import dependency, lower domestic fuel prices, and ensure steady energy supply across the region. Energy analysts have pointed out that this could also help reduce subsidy burdens on governments and encourage industrial growth through cheaper energy access for manufacturing and transportation sectors. A global game changer. Beyond Nigeria, the refinery has continental implications. It positions Africa as a competitive player in the global oil market, potentially rivaling traditional refining giants in Asia and the Middle East. It also aligns with the African Continental Free Trade Area initiative, promoting intra-African trade and industrial integration. Neighboring countries could benefit from reduced transport costs and reliable access to refined petroleum products. By fostering regional partnerships and industrial cooperation, the project could become the cornerstone of Africa's long-term energy independence strategy. Challenges ahead. Despite the promise, there are challenges to overcome, from financing complexities and bureaucratic red tape to infrastructure bottlenecks and environmental concerns. Experts warn that corruption, political instability, and fluctuating oil prices could threaten the project's smooth execution. Environmental activists have also raised questions about the refinery's potential carbon footprint and long-term sustainability. But proponents of the project argue that modern refining technology and stringent environmental standards will be deployed to minimize pollution and ensure sustainable operation. The bigger picture. The $50 billion refinery represents more than just an industrial project. It's a bold statement about Africa's readiness to take control of its destiny. If successful, it will send a powerful message to the world that Africa is not just a resource hub, but a center for innovation, production, and global economic influence. As the continent continues to face challenges in energy access and economic diversification, projects like this could mark the turning point, transforming Africa from a raw material exporter to a refined powerhouse of energy and industrial capability. Conclusion. The Energy Consortium's $50 billion refinery plan is more than a headline. It's a historic opportunity, a chance for Africa to rise beyond dependence, to build, refine, and power its future. Whether this dream becomes a reality will depend on consistent policy, strong leadership, and the ability to balance ambition with execution. But one thing is certain, the world is watching, and Africa's next great energy revolution might be beginning.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this update and want to stay informed with fast, reliable news, don't forget to subscribe to Newsflash 360. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a story. Your next headline is just seconds away.